Australia purchases Jassm-Er and NSM missiles worth $2.6 billion. Australia has accelerated plans to buy long-range strike missiles years ahead of schedule because of growing threats posed by Russia and China. When we look at what's happened in Ukraine, there is the prospect of Russian going into Poland or somewhere else in Europe. That would be a repeat of the 1930s, and that's not something that we should allow to happen, Defense Minister Peter Dutton said, referring to the beginning of World War II. Defense Minister Peter Dutton said Tuesday that the accelerated rearming of fighter jets and warships would cost $2.6 billion and increase Australia's deterrence to potential adversaries. The country's Minister of Defense, Peter Dutton, has revealed that Defense will accelerate the acquisition of the Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile Extended Range (JASSM-ER) for the Royal Australian Air Force, the Naval Strike Missile (NSM) for the Royal Australian Navy's surface fleet, and maritime mines to secure Australia's ports and maritime approaches. Under a revised timetable, RAF's Super Hornet fighter jets would be armed with improved air-to-surface missiles by 2024, 3 years earlier than planned. The JASSM-ER missiles would enable fighters to engage targets at 900 kilometers. Australia's Anzac-class frigates and Hobart-class destroyers would be equipped with Norwegian-made Kongsberg NSM missiles by 2024, 5 years ahead of schedule. Australian Anzac-class frigates went through upgrade programs, including the Midlife Capability Upgrade Program. The improvements were carried out under the $2 billion program on the vessel's engines, propulsion, lighting, heating, cooling and communications systems, torpedo self-defense, and other enhancements. Recently, the frigates were also upgraded with new advanced radar systems. The Australian government announced that it would invest up to $5.1 billion in upgrades for the Hobart-class destroyers. The missiles would more than double the warship's strike range. The new rearmament timetable comes after the Solomon Islands announced a draft security pact with China. Under its terms, China could send military personnel to the South Pacific Islands to help maintain order and for other reasons. It could also send warships to the Solomons for stopovers and to replenish supplies, which had led to speculation about the possibility of a Chinese naval base there. U.S. Pacific Fleet Commander Samuel Papero told reporters in Washington that the Solomons-China pact was very concerning. There is no justification for China establishing a military presence in the Solomon Islands. I'm undoubtedly concerned, and it's a concern for all of our partners throughout the Western Pacific and notably Australia and New Zealand, Papero told ABC News. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram.